The Scarring of Atolis, a tale of gods and ash. Atolis was shaped by the will of Liora and Noctis, divine twins, one of light, the other of darkness. It was their harmony that made life on Atolis possible. From their union were born the 12 elements, and from these, the Primordials, ancient beings bound to the essence of creation itself. Immortal and near divine, they stood just beneath the gods in might. For countless ages, peace reigned across Atolis. Seasons flowed in balance, the stars sang, and the winds carried only the scent of life. But beyond the warmth of creation, something stirred. A shadowed presence, Misor, brother to Liora and Noctis, god of hatred. In the endless void he watched and festered, his envy growing like rot in the bones of the cosmos. When his fury boiled over, he unleashed his armies of demons upon Atolis, tearing open the skies and igniting the first war. The clash of divine armies shattered the land. Mountains fell, oceans boiled, billions perished in the fires of that war, which raged across decades. Bound by an ancient pact, the three gods were forbidden from entering the fray themselves. For should gods clash directly, creation itself would unravel. Yet Misor, ever cunning, found ways to bend that oath without breaking it. Though his hand never struck, his presence was everywhere, guiding, poisoning, corrupting. Against the endless tide of hatred, the free peoples of Atolis rose. The greatest among them formed the Gold Shadow Legion, a brotherhood of warriors clad in divine-forged armor, weapons blessed by the twin gods themselves. But even they were but torchlight compared to the one who led them, Azrael, Archangel of Death. Crafted as the final harmony of light and darkness, he was the jewel of the gods' creation, the first among the Primordials. His gaze was unflinching, his wings steel gray and silent as the grave. Where he strode into battle, no demon survived. He was not the harbinger of cruelty or wrath. Death in his hands was not a curse, but a release. To mortals he brought peace, to the wicked, judgment. To all, he was the end that made life sacred. But even Azrael could not stop the poison Misor had unleashed. The god's essence had seeped into mortal hearts, corrupting the world from within. And so Azrael came to a single, terrible truth. This war could not be won, not unless Misor himself was defeated. But Misor was a god, eternal, unkillable, beyond even the power of the Primordials. Still, Azrael led the forces of Atolis into one final battle. It was fought in a place that would come to be known as Liora, the broken heart of the world, where the sky was torn open and the world itself wept. There, Azrael saw it clearly. Misor could not be slain, only bound. And so, in an act of absolute selflessness, Azrael made the ultimate sacrifice. He hurled himself into Misor's very core, his essence unraveling to form a living prison, an eternal seal forged from his own being. Misor was banished, sealed beneath the world scar, and Azrael was gone. Without their god to guide them, the demon legions faltered. The tide of war began to turn, and though it took many bitter months, the first war came to an end. But the price was far from paid. To this day, the scars of that war still mar the face of Atolis. Liora, once fertile and bright, is now a dead wound, uninhabitable, cursed, a yawning abyss where life cannot take root. Great swaths of Atolis remain broken, lands once rich with magic now silent and bare. Demons still walk the earth. They linger in shadowed places, whispering of freedom for their chained god. Some say the seal weakens, Others say Miser never truly sleeps. The remnants of the Gold Shadow Legion endure, bound by ancient oaths. They hunt the scattered demons still, guarding the broken places of the world. And then there are the Shilthar, a people once sworn to Miser, who turned against him during the war. Though their betrayal of hatred spared many lives, they are still viewed with suspicion. Some say their hearts never truly changed. Others whisper that they remember what Miser promised them. Atolis endures, but never unscarred. Its peace is fragile. Its skies still remember the fire. The legacy of Azrael still lives on. Though not in flesh, he lives on in the harmony of the gods. But far beneath the world's skin, hatred waits.